Hello, my friends. I'm Ren the Songbird. This is the always adorable Gwen Kitty, and welcome back to Strange Horticulture. So, full disclosure here, friends. This is literally my third attempt at recording this episode. I had basically finished recording it earlier today, and the power surged at my house, and it corrupted the video file. Oops. So then I went to record it again and realized that my mic wasn't working. So there was no audio. Also, oops. So just I apologize in advance if I repeat anything that already happened in a previous episode, or if I skip over anything. At this point, it's kind of hard for me to keep track of what's what. And I may also end up going through things a little more quickly than I ordinarily would, because this will be the third time that I've played this same segment of the game. So apologies in advance, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get through it and get it recorded, and that way we can get caught back up on the story. So, what do you think, Gwen Kitty? You ready to give this another try? Third time's the charm, right? I'm gonna take that to mean yes. Alright. So let's load game. And let's see if I can load it. See all these heckin' saves here, man. I guess you guys all know what day I was playing this now. Friday. We're gonna wing it, my friends. Like I said, I'm sorry if there's anything that I missed. Oh, yeah, no, there's definitely stuff that I missed. Hang on, spoilers. Spoilers, don't look. Don't look at the spoilers. Alright, let's... We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. It's gonna be fine. So it's Friday. Or that was Saturday. End of Friday. Okay, I think this is the one we want. Pretty sure. This is what we're gonna go with anyway. So I'm pretty sure that we ended the last episode at the end of the Friday. So then this would just be going to bed after that day. So this should be sequentially, like, right after it. I don't think anything was missed, and if so, it's not anything important. So anyway, in Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Day 9, Saturday. Nope. Nope. We missed stuff again. I'm sorry. I'm... We're just... There might be some repeat here. Pow. Lowick to Ilgilhead. Okay, so that was the one that we got before. Moving on. So we're just gonna power through the stuff that I'm pretty sure we already did. And, we're just gonna do our best. So, a few things that I figured out here. Thing number 1, the reason why I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on with the Kentmere eye, it's because you're supposed to use this. And I would have found out later, but also I've had this thing the whole time, and I could have just pulled it out. So, Kentmere's here. There we go. It was as easy as that the whole time, and I just didn't figure it out. From Kentmere, I follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kendal. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth, a type of flower is flourishing. Ah! New plant acquired. Okay, cool. We're gonna archive that. Put that away. And the other thing was this card, I think, was what I was struggling with before. And I was attempting to solve that puzzle correctly. I'm just bad at directions. So it gives you two paths. Loic to Ilgelhead is one, and Foxfield to Crinkle Crags is the second. And you're supposed to find the spot where those two paths intersect, which is what I thought I was doing, but I wasn't doing it well. So we're gonna get it for real this time. Okay. So here's Loic. Here's Ilgelhead, right? And here is Foxfield to Crinkle Crags up here, right? And I'm pretty sure it is here that it intersects. Yes. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study. One for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. Two for joy. Alright, so there we go. We solved the stuff. It looks like I am back far enough to where I did not get the other thing yet. But the last thing where it's talking about some other stuff, I think we already did this. Seeds of Redemption, Together We're Stronger, Glorious Time, Wonka Dendru, be in touch soon, blah blah blah. Okay, next. Thank you, discount Edgar Allan Poe. Ding! Mind is clouded, dark. See it, it sees me, all of me. Elderfinium. Which... I've had to organize my plants about 8 times now, too, and it's making me sad. Because frankly, my plants are a mess, and it's very hard to find anything. So I organized them into, like, labeled and unlabeled plants. Which was a good idea. Except for... now I have to replay this part again. And so, I have to reorganize them again. But it's okay. Because we're gonna get through it together. And we're gonna be stronger people for it. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. Okay. There we go. So these are all the unlabeled plants here. Why do I feel like I'm missing some? Oh, it's because I am. Whoopsie. We'll just do a switcheroo here. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. And I'm pretty sure the Elderfinium was this one. Yes, it was. Larkshine. I think we discovered that one already before. Grace Enright. Mom was into horticulture, found this golden light. Yeah, okay, so she's the one that gave me the other clue about Long Meg. Long Meg is a spot on the map, which we haven't discovered yet, which is why I was unable to find this golden light location. Okay. I think we're caught back up now. Help me, the amulet! I can't remove it and it's draining the life from me. This one was... You know, you would think this being the third time today that I've done this part that I would remember which plant was which. I believe it was this purple one. Ding! I can feel it working! Thank you! You're welcome. Cauldry. The uses of cauldry are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress Arduina place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. Amos Duncan. It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long I'd started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Okay, so, cards on the table. I solved this earlier. You know, as is expected, given that I've played this 3 times, right? But, because it was just me and you guys weren't with me earlier, it's a puzzle. So if you look at the little tears on the paper, they fit together. Like so. And then that is the combination for this, which I played with a bunch of times and was like, I don't know what this is. Well, that's why, it's because I didn't have all of the pieces yet. But now I do. And so I can solve it. Bing! New stuff! Thank you. A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages, the location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge, and a map. This thing. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. We have a coin. We have a business card. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology, Black Hall Road, Kendall. Devil's Nightcap. This plant is known colloquially as a corpse's friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. Ew. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. Okay. Trimblehuff. The trimblehuff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers. They generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. Woo! Okay, so let's go to Kendall, where this herbology shop is. Kendall. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Black Hall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Upper Caledonian. Open up my old bookie here. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not a part of the plant. Oh, whoops. Move this out of the way. This one. Ta-da! 3 new plants. Hooray. Ooh, pretty. I like the blue one. It's nice. It's cute. Close book. Alright, done with that. Let's go to Gosforth. See if we can figure out what this coin is about. 1813. Once we, are able to hype ourselves up enough to leave the house. Because that's the hardest part. Okay. And we're hyped. I guess it might not hurt to, take a closer look. I don't know what that symbol means. Any secret messages? Doesn't look like it. Okay. That's fine. Gosforth. Here it is. I should not have come here. A darkness hangs over this town like an executioner's blade. I feel a rising dread in my chest. Oh. Oops. That's probably fine. Simone Green. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. I found it while clearing out the nook off the east wing. Baylock's Elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's Elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Yeah, I guess that is an excessively long time to stare at a wall. Alright, what do we have today? In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. A young woman was alone in the world. Okay, so this is the one that we read before I realized that we were, I think, too far ahead. Okay. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. So, these are all capitalized, which is, weird, right? So, Tibet, which is here, a noble, north, elder, east, stood silently watching starry skies. I find myself on a patch of moorland surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swaths of purple heather. And there, another. 2 plants! Ooh, pretty. I like them. Morning, kitty. Simone, what you got for me? Long Meg? Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. Yeah, so she'll probably find it for us at some point. As long as you can get me some Fever Kiss, that is. Fever Kiss. Red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. Pale leaves. Pale leaves, red berries. Nailed it. Mountain Astory promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. All right. Ding ding. David Schaefer. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Oh! Oh my. Beckfoot candle. Okay. So we're gonna need our disc. Clearly. Where the heck is Beckfoot? Beckfoot. Here we go. There's Beckfoot. Candle. Candle leads me east of Wastwater. To the north of the mighty Scafell Pike graces the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me. Perhaps another time. And new plant. Ooh, it's a spiky boy. That looks like that one that I took the picture of earlier. Or not took the picture of. Got the page for. Ding! Forest Fair. I've been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name. Except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it. But I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. I need more. Dranthium. Plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some know Dranthium as Green Eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. Oh, you mean like this? You mean like this guy's eyes right here? I'm sure he's fine. Sharp leaves, yes. Ding! Palliance. Most plants offer a small improvement to the air quality, but the palliance is in a class of its own. It is sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. I crept around Blackcomb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eyebright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell, I found a shallow pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise, like an axemaker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask, watching me, and beside her, something dark, inhuman, and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. You'd have been out drinking too if you'd seen what I did. Fair. Fair. So you need wild coal. Purple berries are recommended to physicians in place of a hair of the dog treatment. Purple. 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 Hooray! Plant identified. Norwood. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face. An unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Ding. Emily Costigan. Well, this looks like the right place. I don't want to have to traipse all the way over to Red Pike, so hopefully you've got what I'm after. It's a non-flowering plant with smallish leaves, and it seems to grow mostly on Red Pike. At least, that's the only place I've found it. Non-flowering. smallish leaves. Well, that has flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers. Does that count as a flower? It kind of looks like a flower. Common trouse? Maybe? Maybe? Common, tricky to find. It is known to grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Okay, so it probably is this one then. Yep. Poor Reuben, he looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know what ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here. And with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then, the Gilded Dendra. That really got me thinking. No! I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary. A little light reading for you. I am headed to Greasedale Forest again. The Sisterhood will know more. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly Gilded Dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Miasma, or the Dread. But the most common name for it in the Shires is the Servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master. And there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black Digitus mortis grows, was caused when the Servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Interesting. Very interesting. Nothing secret. Okay. And end day. Oh, it's blank. Every day, she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day, she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day, thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. Day 10, Sunday. Interesting. All right. Well, my friends, I think this is where we are going to call it for this one. Thank you so much for your patience while I figured out which save was the right one and, you know, fixed things that I probably should have figured out before I started recording and such. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. It seems like we're maybe a little more than halfway through this game, so we'll probably still have at least a few more episodes of it. But I hope that you are enjoying it as much as I am. Yeah, I hope that we'll see you again for the next couple of episodes. If you've enjoyed this so far, be sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications. That way you will know whenever the next video comes out or other videos of games like this. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!